My next guest stars in the new Steve Martin film Cheaper by the Dozen. He also gets all the benefits of playing Superman on TV without having to wear the damn tights. Say hi to Tom Welling. Tom? All moms should look like Jennifer Connelly. That's the insane.
Beautiful woman.
Yes, she is. What's going on? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So before you were acting, before the Superman, before Smallville, you were a male model.
Yes, I was.
Now, why in God's green earth would you want to leave that gig? Because you just think male models get to hang out with all the hot, like, chick models.
The ones who know what they're doing and are successful can do that. I wasn't very good at it.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, if there was such a thing for male models, where were you?
From 1 to 10?
Yeah, like 10 being, you know, like, I don't know.
On a good day, probably 4.5. I just wasn't very good at it.
How are you bad at being a male model?
I didn't stand still. I couldn't stand still. I don't like the fact, I mean, I can't stand still when I'm told to. You know, and with acting, you can at least express yourself a little more. And I would always be standing there trying to talk or trying to say something, and they'd be like, no, shh, quiet. Just look over here. Look sexy. And I'm like, wait, you guys talking about over there? And they're like, shut up! So, yeah, I didn't.
You were disruptive.
Very disruptive, yeah, just like school. Yeah.
Right, all right.
Through my life.
Let me read this about, and congratulations on Smallville, because it's a great show. We found this about the show Smallville. The producers, this is a quote we found, the producers of Smallville have forbidden Welling to tan because they haven't figured out if natives of Krypton are able to tan.
Well, my question would be, I haven't heard about that, but my question would be, like, are they waiting for a phone call from Krypton to find that out? Like,
how do you find out? Have you heard? Is that true? Is there any truth to that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you stay inside at all times?
Well, we are inside all day shooting, but I think maybe there's some secret meeting down in Los Angeles about that. But I haven't heard that yet. I know there's some things where they ask you, please don't do anything but walk from your trailer to set. Don't ride bikes. Don't run. Don't do anything.
Right.
I ignore that, of course. But
you're like, I am Superman. I must do something. Have you met Christopher Reeve?
I have. I worked with him last year. That was an amazing experience.
What was that like for you to meet him? I mean, that's...
You know, I didn't know what to expect. I went there. We flew to New York. I arrived there the night before, woke up early that next morning, went to meet him. We worked for 12 hours straight. He was actually only supposed to work 8, and he worked 12.
Right.
And I met him, and he has such a great sense of humor. We started talking about Superman, and he knows more than anybody I've ever met. Anybody, and he takes it very seriously.
How much, by the way, quickly, did you have to know about Superman and the history of it? Did you have to know that much, or was it...
Well, because this is before Superman, I didn't have to know anything.
Right.
Which leads me to what I was saying about Christopher, is that we started talking about it, and he goes, you know what, you don't need to know that. I go, what do you mean you don't need to know that? I was wondering, you know, when Superman, he goes, no, you're not Superman yet. In time, you'll find that out.
Right.
And that was his joke.
That's great. That makes your job easier.
Very much. I just get to, I get to, ignorance is bliss, right?
Right. That's awesome. We had Brett Ratner on, and there's been talk about this Superman movie, and then apparently it's like they're having trouble casting for Superman. It would just seem to me that they might go to somebody like yourself that is the pre-Superman to star in the film. Have they approached you? They have. I actually went to Brett's house in Los Angeles. We sat down and we talked about it a little bit, both knowing that scheduling would always be an issue. Basically, if that movie were to happen, the show would pretty much have to go away. And I don't think but at least they've come to you.
They have. Maybe as a comparison, maybe you never know. But yeah.